They thought they were over, but they were wrong, Nancy. They were wrong. It was only the beginning. Everything comes from something, Nancy. They were wrong.
Hi, my name is Danny, and welcome to another discussion on movies. Now, I am a really big fan of Wes Craven, and I think his films are great. Now, there have been a lot of horror directors. There's been Alfred Hitchcock, Tobe Hooper, a whole bunch of different horror directors in it. Wes Craven is by far one of the best horror directors of all time. And lots of people have said this, so on and so on. Now, Wes Craven, believe it or not, started out as a school teacher and became a great director. Now I would like to talk to you about his films. I have here all of his films, the Wes Craven collection, some of the first films he did, you know. I got The Shocker, which was a great Wes Craven horror film, and I suggest that you go out and you check this movie out because it is a great horror movie. It is a cult classic. Now, however, Wes Craven created this because he wanted to make a franchise like Freddy Krueger. However, it wasn't quite as popular and didn't take off, so it didn't get made into a movie series. But it was still a great movie. Now, another one of Wes Craven's films was The Serpent and the Rainbow. This is a great film because it could actually happen, kind of. It has voodoo in it and voodoo magic. And the voodoo magic part isn't, but this is a thing that, you know, actually happens. Some of it. So I suggest you go out and rent this film because it is a great movie. A great Wes Craven film was Under the Stairs. This was a great Wes Craven film and I quite enjoyed it. It is great. It has comedy elements in it. It has horror elements in it. It has pretty much the whole shebang. A lot of Wes Craven films are actually funny and horrific at the same time. If you take example, Scream and other films. Now, I would also like to talk to you about the Freddy Krueger movies. This is the Nightmare on Elm Street collection. This is great. This is a great series. Got Freddy Krueger right there. Yeah, my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street films have to be 1, 2, and Wes Craven's A New Nightmare, and Freddy vs. Jason. Now, I didn't like 3 at all. Let me tell you why I didn't like 3. Well, Nancy died in the lamest way possible. And when Nancy's father fights Freddy's skeleton, it is so freaking lame. I mean, the effects with her fighting the skeleton just ruined the movie for me. I watched it and I was like, why? And Wes Craven didn't make 3, and I can see why he didn't make 3. It was terrible. A lot of people like it. I didn't. 4 and 5 were okay, but they were kind of kooky too. They had some terrible things in it. It was alright. It had a character called Alice that battled Freddy, and it was kind of interesting. Freddy's Dead has to be the worst Freddy Krueger movie of all time. It was made for 3D effect. It was a 3D movie. And when Freddy Krueger dies and his head goes up to the screen, you go, oh my gosh, this is a Freddy Krueger film that is terrible. It is horrible, horrible, horrible. I really didn't like it at